WWE Superstar Montez Ford of the Street Profits.
Big Jim, what it do? What is going on?
You are a multi-time tag team champion. You will be a big part of a stupendous WrestleMania 38 Dallas. The event is so big that it's 2 nights, April 2nd and 3rd on Peacock nationally and WWE Network internationally from a big AT&T Stadium, home of the NFL Dallas Cowboys. Thank you, Montez. Are you a Cowboys fan?
No! I'm a Bears fan. I'm a loyal Bears fan. I've been a Bears fan since day one, but I will definitely bring some of that Chicago feel for real to the Dallas Stadium, AT&T Stadium. Like you said, April 2nd and 3rd. We are night 2, triple threat tag team title match for the Raw tag team titles. We're going to get back to Raw tag team titles in which we never lost. We had the draft last year, had to switch them bad boys out. So we technically never even lost the title. So now that we back on Raw, we getting back our Raw tag team titles that we never lost. You know, that's what the frustration and the edge and everything is coming from right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're definitely ready, definitely hyped, definitely like geeked and everything up for WrestleMania. This will be our actual first WrestleMania in front of a packed house as well. So me and Docs are extremely excited about this WrestleMania.
Well, I was going to ask you too, because I brought up the Cowboys. Speaking of the NFL, former NFL punter Pat McAfee, commentator for Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, is wrestling Austin Theory. McAfee surprised in his first ever match, outstanding. What do you think of McAfee and others like Johnny Knoxville and Logan Paul, who will be part of the crowd in the ring?
I think it's amazing. And like, I think it's because like, it's crazy to know like how much of the business that they love of it and how much of fans they are. They've been fans for a long time, just like us. And like the fact that they love it just as much as we do even makes it grander. But I'm a huge fan of Pat. Huge fan of everyone that comes through, but definitely Pat, because like I remember his first ever match when he had against, I believe it was against Adam Cole in NXT at the time. And like it was amazing. I was a huge fan from him from day one. And like he always, same thing with Bad Bunny, same thing with Johnny Knoxville. Like they always go out there and like put their bodies on the line for this and like their sacrifice for this. Just because, like I said, they love it just as much as we do. And like it's always good to have that extra element of entertainment brought into the spectacle, which is WrestleMania. And it's so big, you can't put them all in one night. You got to spread them out. Like they just, you know.
And Montez, Bad Bunny was excellent. It's interesting because the athletes and celebrities, they take this very seriously.
Yes, they do. They 100% do. Like they're always open to like ideas and making sure like, you know, they're always so big on like wanting to do this and like what can they do to add to the whole moment? What can they bring to add to the whole moment? And it's just they're always so willing and so like enthused about this. Like, and it's so good to like see that, like especially with Johnny Knoxville and Pat, like them like having so much success in their elements, but also coming here and wanting to do the same level of entertainment here. And it's always refreshing to see that, man. I think it's so cool. I've been watching Johnny Knoxville and, like I said, watching Pat, you know, play their games and watch Johnny on Jackass my whole entire life. So for them to come over here and like want to create some moments in professional sports entertainment, it's cool, man. It's cool. So cool.
I want to get to your match, obviously, but I also want to preface this. Is there an athlete or celebrity entertainer Montez Ford would like to see step in the ring?
Yes. Oh, wow. That's a great question. I would say, let's see this long list I got.
I'll put you on the spot.
I would definitely say Jim Carrey. Love Jim Carrey. I don't know. I just love to see Jim Carrey in WWE ring. I've been a huge fan of him my whole life, but I would definitely say that's the first person that comes to my mind, Jim Carrey. Just the range of like characters he's played, like, and I feel like he has a personality for this as well.
He portrayed Andy Kaufman, Man on the Moon. I remember that, and his whole wrestling that Andy did, and Jerry Lawler was in it, and it was just a tremendous. That's a really good pick too.
Yes,
very interesting. But let's get down to the business. The Street Profits. You, Angelo Dawkins against Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis against champs RK Bro, Matt Riddle and Randy Orton for the Raw Tag Team titles, which you mentioned. What kind of smoke are y'all bringing to WrestleMania 38?
WrestleMania 38 smoke Big Jim. That's what we bring in. It's been 2 years. We competed in the last WrestleMania we competed in. It was during the pandemic era. It was a time where the world was going through demise, but we still showed up and rise and provided a show for the WWE Universe. And last year we did WrestleMania on SmackDown. WrestleMania SmackDown. We kicked off that weekend, but didn't get a chance to compete in the big show. But this year, back on Monday Night Raw, back to get back what we traded off and never lost, which is the WWE Raw Tag Team titles. Street Profits are bringing WrestleMania 38 smoke, which is, everybody knows, everything's bigger in Texas. So that's definitely, by default, the biggest smoke of all time. It will be there. It won't be fair, but it will be square in the ring, if you know what I mean. Do your thing.
He's styling and profiling Montez Ford. Hey, for a big event like this, do you like quiet time on game day? Do you listen to music? Do you not eat much? Do you work out a little bit? What is it like for you as a WWE superstar getting ready for a big event like this on game day?
So I'm a loud person, so like I always like being around some type of noise. I feel like if it gets too quiet, I start getting my thoughts, and I feel like that's sometimes like on a big day for me, just being in your head is sometimes the worst place to be. Whenever you should just, I just try to savor the moment and just like be somewhere where like everyone's talking about, like WrestleMania and the event that's happening and what they're planning on doing and what moments they're trying to create and whatever they're trying to aspire to do for WrestleMania and how excited everyone is. And I feel like for me, once I get like in this quiet space, like I start being in my thoughts, like here, I'm there, and I feel like sometimes that takes me out of my game frame versus just being where some noise. Like I'll go out to the ring and I'll hear like whatever the pyro is, and I'll go out to the arena where it's like no one in there just to get a feel of how it feels before everyone like fills that mug up. So I just do a whole lot of various things, man, just to just keep my mind going without it just being settled. Because I don't want to just go from settle to 100. I want to like keep that energy up, and then boom, when that music hits, I'm ready.
Not only the Street Profits, but Bianca Belair is a big Raw title match against Champ Becky Lynch. On a big game day like this, WrestleMania 38, are you and Bianca talking to one another, or is she doing her thing, you doing your thing?
Yeah, we're talking 100%, but those days can get crazy for both of us. So like, whenever we have time to just get a word in, whether it's a word or like some type of motivation or get some food together or even a little kiss, a little peck, we'll definitely get together and like just make sure like we're there whenever, like if it gets too hard on that day or you just feel like the pressure is just getting overwhelming, like we're always like that missing factor for each other, just to like show up and be like, hey, it's gonna be all right, and I'll see you at the end of the night. We're gonna get through this again. So it's always good to like have her there, and it helps out a lot too, man. So that's usually what we're doing the day of, the game of, making sure both of us is in our right game plan and mindset for that day.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. I want to thank you so much, Montez Ford. And hey, no Don Jardine alerts here, but will the Street Profits and Bianca Belair bring in any new ring gear to WrestleMania 38?
Oh, 100%, man. You know what it is, man. I will say this, man. This gear is fly. It's clean. It's definitely the best gear from not only just the Street Profits, but definitely from Bianca. She definitely like topped herself this year. But I can't say too much of details with it. But yes, 100%. We're gonna have the flies gear the whole weekend.
All right, Montez. Hey, are you ready to break out as a single star if that opportunity comes? And we'll wrap it up with that.
If the opportunity comes, man, I'm going to knock it out the park 100%. Like I said, if like you're not here to be the WWE champion, if you're not here to be the guy, if you're not here to be the man or the individual or the woman to take this place to more and better heights, showing what WWE can do with the WWE superstars, then what are you here for? Everybody always says it's about the money, but it's also about the elevation and the exposure and letting everybody know that WWE not only does have WWE superstars, but global superstars. So, but yeah.
WrestleMania 38, Dallas. Thank you, Montez Ford.
See you, boss, man. Thank you so much, man. You be safe.